Hey, what's up guys? Chris VA Travels. I'm here in Doswell, Virginia, and going to visit the birthplace of Triple Crown winning Racehorse Secretariat. Yeah, he was foaled at the Meadow stable, which is right behind me, which is currently the Meadow event park where the state fair is held every year. Kind of halfway between Fredericksburg and Richmond, but yeah, check this place out. We're right off Route 30, maybe a mile and a half from King's Dominion, 2 miles from Interstate 95. And there's a concert venue right across the street. They also have a light show, a Christmas light show that's pretty good here each winter. There's an annual horse show. But yeah, first I want to look at this historic Angus bull. Pretty fat thing. And this is Highland Marshall, born September 10th, 1950. Yeah, historic Angus bull. And historic Angus bull group. All right. Wildwind Angus down there at the bottom. Yeah, so we're going to take a quick walk around before I walk over to the stable. One of the famous love signs right here. And pretty neat. It's made with car parts. Collection of emblems, the vehicles. All right, so Avalon, a Econoline van, a Mack truck. All right. And what does this say? Love clicks. And a car seat. All right. And there's the pavilion. Like I say, nobody's here. It's empty. And we've got the State Fair water garden. Okay, I can hear it running. Check this out. See some lily pads. Well, little water. Okay, there's another waterfall a little further up. Pretty cool. Over here, an old building, maybe an old visitor center. I'll just walk over real quick, take a look at it. Serious trunk on this tree. But yeah, horse themed or Secretariat themed love sign. And the blue and white, the blue checkers, that's Secretariat's colors. All right, yeah, fat pillars on this thing. And I think above the window, stained glass, it says Meadow Farm. If anybody in the comments knows what this is, if it's the old event hall, some sort of welcome center, but oh, pretty neat window right up top there. Yeah, fleur-de-lis on each side, but yeah, pretty neat stained glass. Okay, so yeah, let me walk back. What is it? I think there's a write-up on this building actually. Pretty steep pitched roof with the slate tiles. But yeah, there's a write-up. Let me check this out. And Meadow Farm, birthplace of Secretariat. So just gonna give us some quick information. And the famous horse breeding farm was established in 1936 by Christopher Chenery and continued under the management of his daughter, Helen. It goes by Penny until 1979. Secretariat was born in 1970. Yeah, died in 1989, known as Big Red. Yeah, born and trained here. A bright chestnut stallion with a white star and narrow stripe. He was a horse of uncommon excellence, as he proved when he captured the Triple Crown in 1973. His win at the Belmont Stakes by 31 lengths, it won him the love and admiration of the nation. Yeah, they say that's the best race ever ran by a racehorse was Belmont Stakes, 1973. And other notable thoroughbreds such as River Ridge, Hill Prince, First Landing, they were also raised here at Meadow Farm. All right, well, that pretty much covered the notes I had on my phone. There's the history of Secretariat, but yeah, let's go back and check out the stable. Yeah, we're on 331 acres, and it was acquired by the Virginia Farm Bureau in 2013. Yeah, big event center over there, and there's a huge parking lot. And again, nobody's over there. I drove all the way back. But yeah, this is the Stallion barn. Let me see what it says. This is how it looked in 2006. and it says it's overlooking the cove. The stallion barn housed as many as 6 stallions, each with its own separate stall and padlock. The breeding season typically ran from February until May. The meadow grooms monitored and assisted with the mares and stallions at 2 p.m. each day in a special purpose shed between the yearling barns. And the first stallion here to stand at stud was First Landing. The strapping bay colt won over $779,000 in his racing career between 1958 and 1961. Here he is, First Landing, with stud manager Howard Gregory. And it says both Secretariat and Riva Ridge stood at stud in Kentucky after they were retired from racing in 1973. Car just drove by back there. You'll see it's locked up. I could probably open it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, home of Secretariat right here. And to tell you some more highlights, again, 73 Triple Crown winner. He was the first Triple Crown winner in 25 years. And he set speed records at all 3 tracks. And again, Belmont won by 31 lengths. Again, considered to be the best horse race ever ran.
Had it today, dropped back to 5th. An amazing, unbelievable performance by this miracle horse. And look at Mrs. Queenie. She's having the time of her life.
And announcing the Secretariat Heritage Center. Oh, so this is just gonna kind of go through the Heritage Center. 2023 was the 50th anniversary of Secretariat's incomparable Triple Crown victory. Oh, all right, well, over there we've got some open stalls. Yeah, this is all boarded up. Let me walk over here. Secretariat is considered the 2nd best racehorse of all time. Number 1 goes to Man of War, who raced back in the 1920s. And it says exhibit area, so maybe this is normally, well, these are open over here. But Hunter Bain, Jesse Bain. Well, take a peek in it. Horse stall. Not too much going on in here. Huh. All right, well, a bunch of sawdust. What is this? This stall housed yearlings, Riva Ridge, and Secretariat. Oh, all right, so yeah. So where it was housed. Renovations to stall barns made possible by the generous support of Mr. Orr, Dennis, Cindy, and Logan Pryor. Well, just the other side of it, I guess. Well, like I said, it's just going to be a quick video, and there's going to be nothing to look at in here. Oh, yeah. 25-foot racing stride. I had read somewhere online 26 foot, but yeah, big horse, one of the longest strides ever recorded. And I believe at the Caroline County Welcome Center, I think they've got it marked on the ground how long the stride was. Somebody had told me that at least, but yeah, it looks like right here is where it would have grazed. Secretariat and Riva Ridge. And then I'll tell you, across the street was the training center where the music pavilion is now. And at 18 months old, they were taken over there to begin training. And yeah, again, colors, the blue and white checker. Secretariat was born on Easter Monday, 1970. That would be March 30th. And sired by Bolt Ruler. And Bolt Ruler is the grandsire of Seattle Slew, who won the Triple Crown, I believe, 1977, and one of the leading sires in the country. And leading sire 8 times between 1963 and 1973. But let me see what this is. Oh, here's Riva Ridge and Secretariat. Okay, both of them. I don't know who's who, but I'm going to guess the bigger one is Secretariat. And Secretariat again, nicknamed Big Red, but you can't tell the color right here. Oh, so this yearling barn, this L-shaped barn, is where Riva Ridge and Secretariat stayed. And they stayed in the second stall from the right on the eastern side of the L, which was always reserved for the most promising colts of the season. And Riva and Secretariat, they lived up to their expectations, winning 5 out of 6 Triple Crown races between 72 and 73. Wow, it's pretty dominant. And in the corner here was the office of the farm manager, Howard Gentry. And adjacent to it is the track room that held the saddles, brushes, bridles, yeah, and all the supplies. Let me see what this says back here. The Cove Broodmare Pasture. And I'm thinking I could probably put one of Secretariat's races in my video. It's a 53-year-old race. I don't think it's copywritten or anything. But Meadow mares and fowls in the Cove. Oh yeah, that picture that we saw earlier, it was overlooking the Cove. But yeah, this is 1965. Yeah. Buildings up there. The stable's most famous broodmare, Something Royal. The mother or the dam of Secretariat. Oh, all right, so Christopher Cheney, when he created the Cove, it was just a big tangled mess of vines and overgrowth. 300 marshy acres. And yeah, the North Anna River, it sounds like, is on the other side. Okay, let me take a look at the last barn here. See a bunch of hay right there. I guess I'm gonna walk to the other side. Okay, yeah, everything's closed up, but same style barn. There's a right up in the middle. Just look at that real quick. Yeah, it just says yearling barn. Nellie Mae Cox and the SB Cox family. It was made possible by. Okay. And it looks like someone's private residence right there. I guess they just didn't sell the property, huh? Oh, and a little garden. I guess I'll just check that out since I'm here. Actually, we've got a couple more plaques over here. And the Meadow Stable Barns. Oh, there's Secretariat right there. And there's Mr. Cheney right here leading Hill Prince. And it sounds like this is where you're supposed to start out. It says, welcome to the original barns of Meadow Stable. Okay, yeah, so, oh, Penny Chenery's daughter right here, leading Secretariat. Yeah, there's Secretariat. And what's the name of the jockey? I'm gonna look that guy up. Who was the jockey of Secretariat when he won the Triple Crown? Ron Turcotte. Shout out. Yeah, there he is, Ron. Up on his winning horse. So this is the yearling barn annex. Across the street is the original training barn, Secretariat stall, and the fowling shed. So on the way out, I'm gonna drive over there, see if I see anything, and if I do, I'll add it to the video. Take a look at this garden. At first I thought it might be a part of this property, but I don't think it is. A bunch of corn, some vines back there, and a little flower garden in the center, and yeah, good old Virginia tobacco. Oh, hold on, so Meadow Stable Horse Cemetery. I don't think Secretariat's gonna be, no, because Secretariat lived out his years in Kentucky. Resting place of Imperatrice. Sorry if I can't read, but yeah, Hill Prince and son Beau, B-E-A-U. Yeah, here's Imperatrice right here, born 1938, died 1972, which is pretty good for a horse, I believe. The name means Empress. Here's Hill Prince. In second place was Black Wizard, and Pont Alba was in third, and shout out to Eddie Arcaro, the jockey. And Hill Prince, Bay Stallion, was Meadow Farm's first major champion, winning the Preakness and the Jockey Club Gold Cup in 1950. Finally, Sunbow, or Sunbew, 1925 to 1943, a grandson of the legendary Man of War, all right. And Sunbow had held the record for top race earnings for 9 years until Seabiscuit surpassed him. Okay. Oh, and then shout out to Urbana, which I was just at a couple weeks ago, originally owned by Willis Kilmer of Ramlick Farm in Urbana. Okay. Here's the horse cemetery. I've already read off the dates, but Imperatrice right there. And with blue, 36 years of love. We're just a stone's throw from Hanover County. It's pretty much on the other side of the farm it begins. And in Ashland, there's a great statue of Secretariat. You can see him. I did a video. I did a walkthrough of Ashland. You can check it out in the video. All right, I'm gonna get out of this heat, hit the road, but yeah, pretty cool, something different. And pretty neat to visit the birthplace of such a legendary athlete. But yeah, getting out of here as always, guys, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.